The important thing about Mountview is it was a building designed from the inside and also from the outside, so there were kind of competing pressures, maybe at times conflicting, about how a building like this can fit into quite a complex urban environment. But at the same time we were really focusing on the school and how the school functioned and the very large and the very complicated brief that Mountview had.
It's fabulous. It's a very beautiful, I think, iconic building. And it's really a great testament to Carl and his team that they delivered such an extraordinary thing for such a good value and in such a speedy time frame.
Our space is much bigger. The old one was in a very small sort of corner in between, but this one feels like it's come on its own now. It has its own presence and character. It's a beautiful building.
The new Mountview, just like more advanced football teams, have better training facilities. The probability of turning out like better players is more likely, isn't it? So I think that's like for like with the facilities here.
I think it's the studio sizes, because in the last building it was there was only a few big rooms, and so sometimes you'd have a rehearsal in a tiny room where everyone was on top of each other, and it's just so much clearer now to like, it feels more professional as well, like you're in a more professional environment where you can explore and not think about how everyone's too close or there's not the facilities, like there's big speakers in every room and everything, so it's just so useful now.
I think it's almost a game changer for us to have a facility that we can call home, that is again a professional environment. I think on welcome to new people coming in, people can see the building and really appreciate what it is that we do, but not only that, the outside industry as well can use this as a hub for themselves.
The building offers like a permanent residence for all of the students who are currently at Mountview, who are alumni and like future students coming into the school. So it will give a legacy where there's a home for all of the students who have been to Mountview to kind of gravitate back towards.
The use of Quad10 and concrete and the way it's been done with the windows as well, and this idea of transparency is quite different to what you used to see in Peckham. I feel like it's already changed it by being here.
Mountview is going to bring something really valuable to Peckham, and I think it's a real opportunity for the community to kind of get involved within the performing arts in another level, and the building is an inspirational place to do that.
It's obviously quite stripped to the bone as a building, but that's actually, you know, it's had a tight budget, but I think it's quite good that it's got that kind of skeleton, because it just means there's bones there and it can be fleshed out and adapted and changed. Basically this is like several buildings in one building, so yeah, it's got public functions, it's got theatres, it's got training facilities, and then lots of back of house things as well, so it's kind of different types of building, different types of function woven together into one very large building. And I guess another concern was for such a large building, how we could actually design something that nestled really nicely into the local context, given that we're in a kind of conservation area and next to metropolitan open land, a big civic public square. So yeah, lots of competing pressures that we had to navigate. I do think that we have created a building, all of us, the whole team, which will be an amazing legacy for Peckham.